Okay, so boom. So y'all was real loud about Comey and them. So I just want to make sure that we didn't forget that Donovan and the feds have charged a sitting congresswoman with the same exact crimes as the January 6th rioters that he pardoned. Y'all not listening. It's okay. Yes, the same folks who broke into the Capitol, attacked cops, smeared whatever that was on the walls, same charges, except this time, the crime that she's being charged with is for her doing her job, okay? Congresswoman LaMonica McIver, the first Black woman ever elected to represent New Jersey's 10th district, went to a detention center in Newark back in May, as was her job. The government conceded in their indictment against her that the Congresswoman was simply exercising her statutory and constitutional oversight responsibilities when she pulled up to Delaney in the first place. Delaney Hall is a privately run immigration detention facility that was recently opened in her district. So back in May, McIver went to go pull up and see what was going on down at the immigration center, okay? Nobody was hurt. No ICE agents were attacked. No glass was broken. No coup attempted. But somehow she been hit with assault and interference with federal officers. 2 of those charges carry up to 8 years in prison. Now, what seems to make this case a little more spicier than usual is the fact that the case is being pushed by Alina Habba. If you don't know who that is, she was Trump's personal lawyer, now turned acting U.S. attorney that was appointed through some backdoor process that the court has already said is probably illegal. Matter of fact, one judge literally called it, and I quote, a complete circumvention of the Constitution. So keep in mind, an unlawfully appointed prosecutor is prosecuting a lawfully elected congresswoman. I want y'all to make it make sense. And the thing about it is, Alina been open about her political mission, which is to turn New Jersey red. Now, when you have a Trump loyalist prosecuting a Black Democrat for oversight on immigration policy, I'm sure you see the game. And what Representative McIver is arguing is that what's going on here is something called selective prosecution. So selective prosecution is when the government charges you, not because of what you did, but because of who you are. It is a constitutional defense rooted in the Equal Protection Clause of the 5th and 14th Amendment, which says that the law has to treat everybody the same. And so to prove it, McIver's team has to show 2 things. 1, that there are other people who did the same thing and were not prosecuted. And 2, that she was targeted for an improper reason, such as race or politics. So when McIver went back to court this past week, folks were outside rallying because the reality is that this is not just about her. It's about whether the feds can weaponize prosecution to silence oversight. Because when a congresswoman gets hit with federal charges for oversight, that's not accountability, okay? That's intimidation.